much for tuning in. My name is Isabelle. I will be the host for Never Stop the Music from here on out. As you can see, it's not Noah. Mr. Noah decided he needed to take an early retirement, so that leaves me here. But what perfect timing, because our next guest I've been trying to get a hold of for minus COVID year, about 2 years, but it was worth the wait, guys. You're not gonna believe who's here. This person is one of my personal favorite female reggae artists. Her style is incredible. Her music is phenomenal. It touches your soul. So it's such an honor to have Miss Eli-Mac here.
Hey, what's up?
Ellie, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
I appreciate it for you to take the time out of your busy schedule. I know that you have a lot going on right now. So please, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, of course. So how are you? What's new? How are you after this COVID year?
Yeah, it's been quite a crazy year and a half, I think, almost 2 years.
Wild.
Yeah, everything kind of took a pause for a little bit, and we had to get creative in other ways.
How do you feel like doing live music again?
Yeah, it feels great. It honestly, it's kind of feels a little different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the people are like so hungry. You know, everybody's like, if it has a different energy now when I hop on that stage.
Do you really feel the difference?
Yeah,
wow.
It really does kind of feel a little different, and it's been great to be back.
That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. Like when I'm asking the question because it must feel insane, but
sure.
To compare it to like past shows, and like you said, they're hungry. They've been stuck indoors for over a year, and there's nothing like live music. That's incredible that you can notice that and that you have the gift to share.
Thank you.
Because that's amazing.
We can't do it without everyone, without you guys.
So I understand that you were born in the Philippines, yes?
Yes.
But you were raised in Hawaii?
I moved to America. I was about 2 years old.
Oh wow.
I moved to Hawaii. So I was raised in Hawaii from then on. I moved to Cali when I was 18. I was out the house and just following my dreams since then. It's been quite a journey.
So do you kind of go back and forth?
Yeah, I'm lucky I get to go back and forth to Hawaii and to a lot of other places get to travel because of music. But luckily to be able to go back home.
I did do a little bit of homework and I did do a little bit of searching.
Okay.
And I found out
What'd you find?
that at the age of 18 you were a finalist on American Idol.
I was, yes.
What the heck? Like how? Like
I know my musical journey is so crazy. I feel like I've lived so many lifetimes,
I bet.
When I was 18, I auditioned for American Idol. I made the top 10. I got to go on tour. This was Jennifer Hudson's season, Fantasia season,
no
so it was a tough season. But after that, I stayed in Cali, and just been chasing my dreams since then. And record label to record label, major label, indie label, all kinds of labels. And in 2012, I moved back to Hawaii after being in Cali for like maybe almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I lived in New York for about a year in between that time, and just bouncing around, doing the music gypsy life. And then I came back to Hawaii and just kind of reinvented myself. I linked up with my buddy JP from The Green, and we made Dubstop. We made my first album, and it was during a crazy time for me, financially, emotionally, mentally, as a woman, a young woman, and I was able to rebirth myself and change my name, which was, my name backwards. My name is Camille. So we took Camille and just flipped it around, which became Eli-Mac. And Eli-Mac became this, this thing for me, which is, I want to say an alter ego, but not really, because it's intertwined with everything I am. All my wardrobe, everything, all my videos. It's all, my styling, my energy, and but yeah, it's been a cool ride so far.
Rad. What an experience. And so I have to ask. So Simon,
okay.
do you recall him ever saying something that still sticks out in your mind? Because obviously, I mean, I would imagine he means well by his constructive criticism, but did anything stay with you?
Yeah, actually, prior to American Idol, I'd only been on stage one time prior to that.
Oh, no way.
So it was a really brand new thing for me. I was known as the girl who was really scared, and yeah, he would always tell me your voice is great, but your confidence it needs to, and I give thanks for Idol, because it was kind of like my boot camp,
Right.
It got me to where I'm at today, I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was cool. Yeah.
I can imagine, especially since you were so young.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
18 years old, that's a baby still.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Would you feel comfortable with singing a little snippet of that?
I don't know what to do. When the when the dubs come, yeah. I said I don't know what to do when the dope stops. No, I said I don't know what to do when the dope stops. No, yeah.
Wow, I'm seriously like, I'm a little starstruck. I'm not gonna lie.
Shucks.
I'm starstruck. I even told myself, I said, you know what, I'm gonna keep my notes here, because I already know, like, I'm gonna be fangirling.
You're so sweet.
So, when I think of music, my go-to is the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love the sound, I love the beat. That's great, but it's the words, the lyrics that touch me.
For sure.
So, what normally inspires you to write?
Yeah. Wow. Shucks. Sometimes it's just that time in my life. It's usually emotional based. I have a tough time, or I have an incident that happens. Lately I've been trying to just write and not rely on a situation or something to happen.
Right.
But I feel like it just comes.
Yeah.
It just kind of flows. You also have to push yourself too. I gotta push myself to get on my piano and just vibe out and give myself some time every day to just be creative and kind of dig deep. Sometimes I'll go a while without writing, and I'm like, I can't do that. I gotta try every day. So it just comes. Yeah.
Did you find that it was easier during like the COVID time because you had more time alone at home, perhaps?
We're like, what are we gonna do now?
Yeah.
But then I think all of us, we started doing the live feeds, which was something I never did before.
creative.
So we kind of started doing the live feeds, and then I was able to finish some songs, that I normally couldn't finish up because I'm usually on the road for 6 months out of the year. So I think COVID definitely, lit a fire under all of our butts.
Yeah,
we all were like, we need to, get cracking on other things other than being on the road. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I was able to get some work done for sure in the studio. And then I have a single coming out with Soja. That should be coming out sometime this month.
No way.
It's called Funny. And then I have a single coming out with Collie Buds. It's my song, so it's featuring Collie Buds. It's called Resume. And I'm really excited about that one.
How exciting.
He's one of my favorites for so long. So I like to say I've been keeping it active during the COVID.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's funny you say he's one of your favorites, because that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask. Like, if you can collaborate with anybody,
Yeah.
living or who has passed, who would it be?
Jeez, that's such a good question. There's so many people.
Yeah. Top 3.
Top 3. I would say Tupac. I would love to do a chorus.
Hell yeah.
Lauryn Hill, she's one of my favorites.
And that's one of the songs you sang, correct?
Yeah,
On Idol?
absolutely.
Yeah.
She's my biggest inspiration ever. And I'm actually a hip hop head, so I would say Tribe Called Quest. They're one of my, I know all their songs.
Hell yeah.
Or like Nas. Nas was like my first
So that would be
crush.
amazing.
Yeah, that was like my first hip hop crush anyway. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I love. I got into roots when I was like in high school. It was more, Jamaican roots. Midnight, Peter Tosh, Don Carlos. Yeah, but those are probably my top.
That's amazing. I love that. As far as now, since you're back in live music, what do you normally do to prepare for a show? Like, what is your day like?
Yeah, so it's showtime, you know, so I get my crew, you know, that's my squad around me. I got my video dude, my camera dude, my people. Oh,
she's on the other side of you.
My people who I know, you know, or I usually always say a prayer either by myself or with my band.
Beautiful.
And then, you know, once I get really nervous right before, but once I hop on the stage and the music starts, it goes away instantly. Yeah, but right before, man, the several minutes before, the hour before, it's like, you know, you can see the anxiety in my face. Everybody kind of just lets me do my thing, and
because you have those rituals that you
for sure,
you know, go into and to help you. Because I can relate. Like, I normally don't get anxious about things until literally right when I'm going to start.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my god, this is really happening. What did I get myself into?
I'm doing this.
And then it's all.
Okay.
How incredible does that feel to like see thousands of people there cheering you on? Like, how do you avoid from crying?
Yeah.
Because I would imagine that's got to be so emotional.
Yeah, I have cried on stage before many times. I'm actually a bit of a crybaby, unfortunately. But
no, that says a lot about people, I think, when they're able to.
I have cried on stage several times, but it's really like no other feeling in the world. I mean, it's uncomparable. You know, when I hit the stage, it's just kind of, it's like this vortex, you know, and it just kind of goes away for a little bit until I get off the stage. I'm like, oh yeah, my problems.
So after a show, what is your go-to food?
My go-to food?
Because I imagine when you put on a show like that, you have to be hungry after.
Yeah. I like to eat pretty much all day long.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking, excuse me?
You're good.
I'm non-stop eating.
But there's nothing that you like crave, like, oh, I'm done, like, this was gnarly, like, I'm hungry, let's go.
Sometimes I want like a steak, sometimes I want like bar food, like chicken strips or fries, or sometimes I want J-Bo's, sometimes I just want food, you know? Yeah, food is like my biggest addiction. For sure. Yeah, food is like, I'm thinking about food right now, so you know, it's like
you're like, chop, I'm hungry.
I'm always thinking about food. I'm like, stop, go away. Yeah.
The name of our movement is Never Stop the Music.
Okay.
Obviously, music, as we've mentioned several times already throughout this interview, is it's inspiration. It's life. It takes you to another world. You know. How would you interpret Never Stop the Music? What is it? What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me? Wow, gee, that's such a deep question. For me, music was just like something that had to be a part of my life. You know, when my mom would like ground me, it wasn't. She wouldn't take away my TV. She wouldn't take away she would take away my boombox. She would come in my room, grab it, and I'd be like, no! Like, it had my CDs. Like, it was just something special to me, and I really truly believe that everybody should have music in their life, you know, children, adults, elderly people, and I Never Stop the Music is, there's so many aspects of it, like, you know, I think everybody should sing, whether you feel like you sing good or not. Like, I know everybody enjoys doing it in the shower, you know, I know a lot of people love vibing in the shower, the acoustics there are great, you know, little kids, like, music classes in school, you know, I don't think that's a program that should be taken out. You know, music playing while, you know, you're exercising or while, you know, you're meditating. I think it's just should be a part of our daily lives for our sanity, and you know, it's for educational purposes too, you know, like Sesame Street or Blue's Clues, you know. Music, I think, helps everyone. You know.
Yeah, especially I feel like I said again, after a year that we had, how mental illness is on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's so important that people shift their focus. I feel like music is that thing for so many people where they're able to escape
Yeah.
you know, from their day to day and get lost in the lyrics, you know, the sound. And so what you're doing and why we started this is to showcase and highlight this incredible thing that is, I feel, is often underrated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or
So
taken for granted.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I can't be more grateful to have you here, to share a little bit with us
Thank you so much.
about your experiences. We wish you the best. So we're so thankful
Thank you.
that you
Thank
do
you
what
for
you do
supporting
and
us
that
all.
you push out all that positive energy that this world so much needs.
Yeah, try my best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to share?
You know, just thank you so much. Thank you for your support for all of us artists. You know, like I said, we can't do this without you guys, and you know, we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
And it's just such a blessing to have you, and to all my fans, everybody who's just, you know, got my back, and all the love and support. It means everything to me, and you know, like I said, I'm nothing without all of you. So thank you so much, and bless you all.
Amazing. Guys, this is Eli-Mac.
Isabelle.
I'm going to put all of her information, social media info, in the link or in the information below. Please follow, show some love.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Peace.
Aloha.
No music is pain, I swear I'll never be the same. Yet if they try to take it away from my love,